From Channel 9 Eyewitness News, this is a Severe Weather Center 9 update.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Jacqueline Shearer. We want to keep you posted on the weather that we're dealing with throughout the rest of the afternoon. Of course, that big severe weather threat as far as thunderstorms and tornado risk, that has ended. But now you see, we are still seeing this rain. This is live early warning Doppler 9. And as we take a look at live early warning Doppler 9, green means light rain. But as we get into those yellows, oranges, and reds, that indicates that heavier rainfall. And here's the problem is that we have had heavy rain for quite some time. In fact, I'll loop it back the past 6 hours here, and you can see that line pushed into the area that it's in now, and then it's just been sitting there with more and more storms rolling in over and over again. You can see how long that's been sitting there for about 2 hours now, bringing some pretty substantial rainfall rates to the area. So we're watching this here, of course, as it causes some of that flash flooding throughout the area. I've now paused it again about where we are, and I want to show you some of these rainfall accumulations that we've been seeing here, a lot of them throughout the area, and it has been quite a day of all of this rain moving into the area. So as we're looking now at some of the rainfall rates, we're talking about inches an hour in some spots. Here's a look at near Monroe, where we got rainfall rates above an inch an hour, and other areas where those light green numbers are not nearly as consistent. But what we're seeing now is actually some of those warnings still in effect. Now I've turned on that layer, and as we're looking here, I'll actually turn off our radar so you can see them more clearly, but there are just so many of them that it is clustering over our entire area. Essentially, if you are watching Channel 9 at home right now, you are under a flash flood watch. That's the first thing you need to know, that dark green color of flash flood watch all throughout the area. But then as we take a look at those flashing boxes, flash flood warnings. So many counties, pretty much everybody in our area, almost everybody in our area is dealing with that. So you can just assume that that continues to be a concern. Some of the areas that we're concerned about, of course, roadways, always a concern when we see all of this rain. But we also have a few of those rivers throughout the area that are cresting over flood limit. But not only that, they're cresting close to moderate flood stage. We're watching the Broad River at this point as it plans to crest on Saturday morning, getting to that moderate flood stage, and others in the area looking about the same. So I want to show you what some of this flooding looks like throughout the area here. We're looking at Briar Creek right now at Masonic Drive, and you can see just how much of that rain is not only, of course, out of the bounds of that river, but also is in the roadway. So that road is blocked off at this point, and this is just one of many roads that are because of all of this heavy rain. Now, one thing we do want to explain is that flooding on waterways, that's a delayed forecast. So we have this now, but as that water continues to flow downstream of where it fell as rain, we continue to see these issues throughout the day today, tomorrow, and even into Saturday morning. That's when we're expecting some of these rivers to crest. So you'll be needing to stay with us today for that flood risk as the rain continues to fall and cause issues all throughout the region, but all the way through Saturday morning for those waterways. We'll keep you posted right here on WSOC.
From Channel 9 Eyewitness News, this has been a Severe Weather Center 9 update. We now return to regularly scheduled programming.